Hey guys, so today I thought we would talk about probably the most important piece of maintenance you can do for your pedals. And that is, if you play double bass drum, oiling up the cross section between the two pedals. So obviously if you have any sort of grit, any sort of friction or resistance on that cross section, it's going to slow down the movement of your left pedal, which is not going to be an issue for your right. So then the play that you have between the left and the right starts to have a big difference, and it can really affect your playing. So we're going to take a look at oiling up the cross section I have. I use DW 9000 series. DW actually refers to this as the linkage, or they actually call it the linkage with red universals, as they call it, because it has the red ends on it. So how do you know if you need to actually oil these up? Well, it's pretty simple. So you can see on this linkage, when I move this around, the bottom piece here, it just moves freely, no problem at all. But on the other end, you can see it's stiff. It is not moving when I try to shake it back and forth. So this is well beyond the point of needing to be oiled. What do you do when you want to oil a pedal? Well, the first thing is to find a good spot to do this. You know, you don't want to, you're going to be working with oil, right? So you don't want to get that on your rug or on a nice floor or anything. So you could take this outside. In my case, I'm going to be doing this in my garage. There's only three things that you're going to need for this: WD-40, paper towels, and cotton swabs. So first thing you want to do is just get a couple paper towels and just throw them down on the ground. You know, when you spray the WD-40, some of it's going to drip, and this will help prevent how much mess you have to clean up afterwards. The next thing is that on the ends, this little screw here, you're going to want to take those out, just put them aside, make sure they don't roll away, you don't lose them, because you will definitely regret it if you lose these things. Next up, just grab the can of WD-40 and spray at 2 points as illustrated here. Then just grab the end with your other hand and just move it back and forth. You want to make sure you're doing the full range of motion, and you want to make sure you're doing both directions. And when you're first moving it, you know, you're going to feel resistance. It's going to feel like there's like grit or dirt in there. But after a little while, it should feel nice and smooth. And once you've done that, it's time to wipe off the excess oil. So just grab a paper towel, just make sure you're kind of wiping off the surface. Make sure it's nice and dry there. And after that, you need to clean the inside part, so where it connects back to the pedal. If you don't do this, you'll find that afterwards, when you attach this back to the pedal, it's going to be slipping off a lot, and the screw will be slipping out a lot too. That's why we actually wanted to take the screw out earlier, so that we didn't have to worry about cleaning the oil off the screw. So how do we clean this? Well, I find that's where the Q-tips work really handy. They actually fit in perfectly into this hole up top here, and you can clean that out pretty good. And then you have to do the other sides as well, where it attaches to the actual base of the pedal. Once you have the oil all nice and clean off from that section, then you'll just have to repeat the process on the other side of the linkage. Once everything's completely oiled, completely wiped, you'll want to put the screws back in, and you'll want to clean up any mess that you left on the floor. So hopefully that's a quick and easy tip to help make sure that your pedals are always operating at their best, and that they're not holding you back from operating at your best. If you have any other questions or anything that you're interested in about drum maintenance, let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more drum videos in the future, then don't forget to subscribe.